Show. The Drew and Fuse Show. The Drew and Fuse Show. They clean up nicely. It's the Drew and Fuse Show. The Drew and Fuse Show. The Drew and Fuse Show. Yeah, they clean up nicely. Yeah.
Daft Punk's in the building, Drew Pierce and Fusemania. We're finally fucking doing this at night, and I'm so happy because I feel like a normal person. And
well, you should be happy. I had to drive through a DUI checkpoint to get here today. No joke. I had to drive through a DUI checkpoint.
That would have been no problem for me as well.
I had my liquid death in the car here, and I was like waiting for them to like be like, "What's that you're drinking?" I wanted to get them on it, but they didn't even mention it. So I don't know how good of a job they were actually doing. You know,
I haven't been through one of those in a long time. Now fuck you, because now I have to Uber for the next like 3 months because you just are blackballing me. They just wave you in, right? You don't do shit.
Yeah.
During the day. What is it for? Just because?
I think it's just a thing they have to do at this point. And if you're dumb enough to drive through it, you deserve to get the DUI. It's like fucking a giant sign, fucking 12 cop cars. They funnel you into a thing. Like, it's like the most obvious thing ever. But I was like, I could go the other way, or I could just go through this DUI checkpoint real quick. So I just went through the DUI.
They have cop cars like posted up in the points if you turn around.
I didn't see any. But, you know, I was fucking hammered driving through there, clearly. Kidding. I'm sober. I haven't had a drop of anything except for my Liquid Death iced tea. And speaking of sponsors,
I actually wanted to speak of being hammered real quick before we go too much farther. Speaking of being hammered, we are going to Atlantic City. And in Atlantic City, we're doing a Sacagawea party, and what we're recommending is you go to your bank and you get take $100 bill and you change it for dollar coins, aka Sacagawea or dollar coins. Some of them aren't Sacagawea coins. The first 50 people through the door are going to get a special little
commemorative
prize.
Item. A commemorative item.
Yeah. Commemorative item. They are collector's item moving forward. So you're going to want to do that in Atlantic City. It's a must. We're going to just be paying for all of our drinks with Sacagawea dollar coins. And so come and party with us. It's going to be a happy hour. We're thinking we have Monday, possibly Tuesday, but yeah, it's going to be the deal. It's going to be fun.
We'll announce the time in the DAF's Facebook group. If you're not in that group, make sure you join it. And like we said, we'll be giving away a little commemorative item for the first 50 people that show up. So Sacagawea coins, bring them. Make every single bartender hate you for the rest of the trip, because that's what's gonna happen. And if they ask where all the coins came from, remember, just tell them you hit the jackpot.
That's it, because you did.
Real quick, if you guys haven't checked out Direct Music Service yet, you can use the promo code Drew and Fuse Show. It'll get you 30% off your first month of activation if you haven't done that. Also, we just want to give a shout out to our guy Briggs for sending us all the fun beard oil, all the goodies. Drew, are you going to do some drops of Jupiter all over your face? It's been a while. We know you guys really like watching Drew getting dripped on his face. We've had a request to bring it back.
I think that's why Briggs sent it out, is just to have drops of Jupiter on the face. I think a new didn't he say a new scent was coming out, the drops of Jupiter?
Yeah, I think we got our own scent line coming out of Briggs beard oil. So if you want to smell like Drew, you can go over there. You can use the promo code DAFS. It'll get you 20% off of any order on the Briggs Beard Company website. So shout out to Briggs. We appreciate him always looking out for us. Anyway, today we have a great guest for you guys. We don't want to take up too much time just doing our normal rants. We're going to jump right into it. I guarantee you've seen him on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, because he's got 250,000 plus followers on Instagram. He's got 850,000 plus followers on TikTok. Not TikTok. TikTok. He's got almost 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. I know he's got millions of views on there. He's an influencer, but he's an influencer that's actually a good DJ. He's from the legendary SCE crew, please help us welcome Nick Spinelli.
Thanks, man. Haven't been a lot. A good DJ bar. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I try.
You know, there's a lot of guys that are influencers that, you know, don't put the DJ part into it.
It does personally drive me nuts. So
there's a lot of influencing nothing.
Yeah. You just I'm just like a practice what you preach guy, and I've always like worked really hard at that. I just don't, you know what I mean? Like I'm not, who am I?
Well, it shows because everything that you're doing, people are following and they're viewing because what you're saying is matching up to what you're doing.
No bullshit, Fuse. None. Zero. Don't give a fuck.
And I watch your show all the time. I love your show.
Thanks, man.
And I remember you were like, I'm not sure about this TikTok thing. I'm doing stuff on Instagram and this. And you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do TikTok. And next thing you know, you're fucking this TikTok god who's like hitting crazy fucking numbers. But again, you just did what you said you're gonna do. You just were like, fuck it, man. We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
Yeah, man. And just throwing darts. I'm still throwing darts. It's a little luck and a little strategy and a little this and a little that. And it's fucking, who would have thought, I definitely got fucking lucky as hell though. Like the second video I posted went viral. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I went and bought a bottle of blue. I'm like, it's fucking high. I got 1 million views. I was like freaking the fuck out. I didn't think I would ever go viral again after that. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Shouts to DJ gods.
I know the TikTok is it's a thing. I get how impressive it is and how magical it is. I understand some of it, and just humor me on this. Does some of it seem like the numbers might be a little fake from TikTok? Because like I could post something and I'm legitimately the worst of the worst nobody, and I'm like, how am I getting? I know it helps. There are people on there that do it, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes it seems more inflated than it possibly is.
It's not, man. It actually is a very specific algorithm. It's a genius algorithm that like Meta is like taking after big time with like Instagram and stuff too. So Instagram has drastically changed. Like their algorithm is very simple. Like it basically like there's like, I don't know exactly. I mean, I'm sure it's a little, it constantly evolves, but the thing is like there's like this point system. It's not like YouTube. Like YouTube has a way more complicated algorithm. It's very hard to get views on YouTube. Very, 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 very hard. Whereas like TikTok, it's like, they give you so many points for like likes, comments, shares, and then rewatches is the most. I think it's like, the top points you can get is if someone rewatches your video more than once and however many times like they loop your video. And then those point systems drives you to different tiers of virality. So like you'll be here, and then because I literally watch it, like it'll jump, like I'll get, if I know, and I kind of can tell too, if I get so many plays up front, I'm like, all right, it might do pretty good. And then I jump to level 2, and then there's a huge jump in plays. And then if you jump to level 3, there's a huge jump in plays. You know what I mean? And like it goes to different levels and shows it to like different levels of people's like For You pages in it. So like it's really based on good content. You know what I mean? Not like
I'm not trying to diss anybody, but I will say on TikTok more than anything, I see so many fake like little bot followers. Like I'll click on something, it'll be like so and so followed you, and then you like click on it, and it'll be like, oh, click here to subscribe to my OnlyFans, and it's like some like person, like I see like a lot of that on there, and I don't know what I'm watching. I don't know why that's happening to me.
that is everywhere though. I mean, you got bots and you got people that use like these bot things. Like so you'll have a page, and then they'll use a bot thing to like follow and unfollow people or like paid things or they buy followers altogether. And you know what I mean? Like, there's always going to be people trying to like rig the game, but I feel like TikTok gives you the most fair shot to get like, you could be at 0 and get like a ton of plays if it's good. Like the algorithm really does favor great content. Like, what I mean? Like, if you have a great video, it doesn't matter where you're at and you're following, like it could go viral and like, deservingly so, and that's what I think about it.
Fuse, you might want to start rethinking what you're scrolling through and what you're rewatching, because it sounds like might be questionable material if you're getting all these bots going on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't actually watch that crazy of stuff on TikTok. I feel like a lot of times it's like a dumb video, And then what happens is I set my phone down and it just keeps repeating and repeating. And then I pick my phone back up and I'm like, fuck, I just fucked up the algorithm of what I'm watching on TikTok.
You hate to see it.
I don't even like to like anything on TikTok because I agree with you how good the algorithm is. Okay, I'm not actually dissing that by any means. I'm just saying I feel like there's a lot of fake stuff on there, the fake likes and stuff, but it doesn't matter because there are still real stuff happening on it. So
I'm opening my TikTok right now to see what the first video that pulls up is. And let's see. I just want to see like
So you've probably seen the
it's a random person. Oh, it's a live person. Oh, now DJ Access. Okay, so I got a DJ 1 out of 3.
Not bad.
So I watch DJ stuff sometimes, 1 out of 3 times.
Yeah,
I guess that's how it works. Yeah. Now, Drew,
there it is.
What are you watching? Pull it up live right now. See, now you can't even do it.
No, I will. I will actually tell you because a lot of mine was sending really bad. Well, that's a commercial. Pre-owned Joni.
Okay.
All right.
And then I get these marriage ones where it's always like the marriage couple fighting, and because I send them to my wife, and those ones, and then let's see, and then comedy. I get that's like my 3
up on mine too.
Those are my 3.
Exited and reopened because I was curious. It is interesting how that all works out. I do feel like more so than other on TikTok that like if you're watching a lot of certain, like I notice like if I'm watching a lot of cooking stuff, then sure enough more cooking stuff is showing up. If I'm watching a chick that's dancing around in a bikini top, more of that starts showing up. Like it is like crazy.
You don't do that. You're in love. You don't do that. Yeah, that's gross.
At the end of the day, they want you to like stay on the app as long as possible, you know? So
yeah.
The algorithm is perfect for that, you know? They really like they got it down, I feel like.
Well, we're going to talk more social media here shortly, but since we're on limited time, we're jumping right into music, and we got a segment video we're going to play for you.
Yes, we do. Here we go.
Hey, Drew and Fuse, Kermit the Frog here. When I'm not dealing with my pain-in-the-ass wife, Miss Piggy, I like to talk and sing with my friends. What's your top songs? A new personal favorite of mine is this. It's the Drew and Fuse Show, the Drew and Fuse Show, and they clean up nicely, because usually they look like shit. Yay!
They only get better. We got some good ones for you today.
They only get better.
All your segment videos, intro videos are literally goated, man. Like nobody does videos like you guys. This shit is so dumb. It is the best. So fucking dumb.
There's some even dumber ones for today.
Yeah. We got some dumb ones for you. We laced you with some fire today.
Hell yeah. All right.
So music, favorite remixer or producer? It doesn't have to be DJ wise, just music in general.
Remixer, producer. You know who I've been liking? I play a lot of original stuff, so I don't like. Yeah, but I do have. I don't know. I would say, shouts to Even Steve. He's fucking.
Shout out Even Steve.
I like his shit lately. I've been, and I'm a big Nick Bike fan. Huge Nick Bike fan. That guy is like an animal. I would say, all right, let's put Nick Bike is my number 1 right now. Like I like his stuff more than anybody else's for sure. But honorable mention to Even Steve. I've been loving his shit lately.
And you play a lot of you're mostly doing weddings. I know you're dabbling in nightclubs a little bit, but the Nick Bike stuff, is it, and I need to resubscribe. I got a bunch of his stuff and, I sprinkle it in where I can, but, are you using most of it like during dinners or because I wouldn't say all of it's like dance stuff. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, yeah, he's got all kinds of different stuff. I mean, there's I would say a good amount of it I use at weddings and stuff, and like I use he has a couple really useful edits. Like my favorite Ain't No Mountain High Enough edit is from Nick Bike, believe it or not. Like, and I use that every wedding. It's like just set up perfect. But I use a lot of his shit on Twitch too. You know, when I'm like fucking vibing out, just like, you know what I mean? Like I like playing like a lot of his different stuff. Like it's more like vibey and crazy, like mashups and things that he does that I think are really cool. And yeah, some of it works out in clubs too. But yeah, he's got some, I don't know, just some crazy. He digs like the Nick Bike digs. Like he's got he'll find the craziest disco song. Like
his set at DJC last year was one of the most like impressive DJ sets that I've heard. like just from a DJ, like in a long time, to where the whole time I was like, didn't know what was coming next. I like all the stuff. I'm like, what is this? Oh my God. Like, what version is this? And I know it's a lot of what he's made, but like that was really cool. Like as a DJ, I feel like not saying that I'm like can't be impressed, but I don't get impressed a lot. And I was like really picking up, like feeling what he was putting down, you know.
Our boss Kevin Scott was there with us, and I was standing in front and I was vibing on Nick Bike's set, and I texted him. I was like, "Where the fuck are you, bro? This set is insane." He goes, "Oh, I'm right behind you. Like this is dope." Like it was like definitely impressing all of us by far.
His song selection's insane. Like he plays like crazy shit. Like, and that's what I love. Like I love when, like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is that? Or I haven't heard that in forever. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it was like such in a tasteful manner too. It wasn't like, oh, I'm just playing something random, because that's what I heard being open format is. Like everything had a way to it, you know?
100%.
So that's awesome. If you had to pick one song as your theme song that would follow you around everywhere you went, go to the grocery store, boom, walk through the door, it plays, what would it be?
Simon Says.
All right, there you have it.
Bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
Bum 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 bum.
That's
what I'm coming in at my wedding for. That's my jam. If I hear that at a club, I'm punching someone in the face every single time. It just never gets old. Since I was 17, it's been my jam. Like that song doesn't get old, man. It just gets me so high. Like every time.
So there you heard it. You heard it here first. If Nick Spinelli is in your club and you want to start a fight, play Simon Says.
Straight up
punching somebody in the face. If it
up.
doesn't
I'm ripping
happen,
my shirt off. Yep. Let me take my chains off.
Perfect. Love it. So the other thing we like to do here is talk about the Serato top 5, the top 5 most played tracks in your Serato. If you want to talk about that or just hit some honorable mentions, either way.
Yeah, I'll give them to you right now. We were talking earlier. They're basic, but whatever. Judge me all you want. So I'll go backwards order, right? Number 5, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song. I live near Philly, and shit slaps, and I got like a routine or two with it.
Did you stop playing it after you slapped Chris Rock, or did that just no? It is.
I don't believe in canceling artists. I don't believe in it. I think it's a slippery slope. You cancel one, you got to cancel them all. I don't give a fuck. I'll play anything. Like it doesn't matter to me. I mean, as long as it works. Like as long as it works on the dance floor, you know what I mean. Like I stopped playing R. Kelly for a little bit because I played it like 2 or 3 times, and everybody was like. And I'm like, all right, well, it's not working on my dance floor, so I'm gonna have to avoid it for now. But like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about any of that.
I like that attitude. I like that you don't give a fuck.
So Fresh Prince, number 4 is I don't know how to say it correctly. Calabria.
Calabria. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
We can phone Digital Dave to see the correct pronunciation of it, and then the whole origin of the song too. Shout out. He's pretty much
the only one I'm worried about having jokes. He's probably gonna text me any second, or he's gonna text me the second he listens to this and be like, "Yeah, dude, like you still play that?" Like he always busts my balls, dude. You know, I retired that song I can't tell you how many songs I have routines where he's like, you play that? I stopped playing that a long time ago. Anyway, I'm like,
we were gonna have a running Spotify playlist of all the Digital Dave canceled.
Yeah, it was called Songs Digital Dave Hates. It was just gonna be a playlist.
Man, I can add to that. He's busted my balls so many times. I'm like, bro, okay, fine, whatever. We're
putting out a whole mix of just Digital Dave Hates, and so just all mix.
If you guys were wondering what the gift was for the first 50 people that come, it was a Songs Digital Dave Hates commemorative Atlantic City playlist.
On repeat. You have to listen to each song 3 times in a row at a time. On that note, number 3 is Yeah by Usher. Coming in at number 2, Crazy in Love by Beyonce.
That's a good one. Classic.
The only good Beyonce song. Let's be honest. It's the best Beyonce song of all time. There's no better Beyonce song.
I played Love on Top, and it does pretty well sometimes. It gets
I do that too, like Tail End of Dinner. Yeah.
But it's not better. That's what I'm saying. Like she has
I wouldn't say
good
it's
songs.
better.
It's just not better. It's the best Beyonce song of all time. Is Crazy in Love.
I agree with
Solo Beyonce, or Destiny's Child included.
that.
Which Destiny's Child are you playing that at all? Period. Like
I play Say My
you-
Name sometimes.
yeah, but
Bootylicious.
sometimes. But you'll play Crazy in Love every night.
Yeah, that's true. I do play Crazy in Love every night.
It is a bop. And it's one of those songs, instantly recognizable. You know what I mean? So like you can hit it like at any moment. Like dramatic pause, So it's like always that tool. It's in that folder for me. Number 1, believe it or not, Drop It Like It's Hot, Snoop Dogg.
Drop It Like It's
Wow.
Hot's a good one. I like that one. I play it a lot. I've been playing it a lot more recently.
I just love that song when I'm in a hip hop set. Like I almost always play it. Like I like bringing it down there. You know what I mean? A lot of times it's just a chorus. I don't even get to the verse, but I just love like I don't know. I play the original, so I bring it from the the Pharrell 4-bar or the 1-bar intro, the 4 count or whatever,
Yeah.
doom, doom, and then bring it in that way. And I just love mixing that fucking thing.
No, it's a
Song
good
you gotta mix. I disagree with intros for that song. That's one of those you gotta I don't know. It just works so well with that like Pharrell thing.
I travel and I play on the East Coast, and so much of my West Coast stuff just I don't find works. And I guess that one still hits. Do you play it fairly quick, or do you play it into the second verse?
Typically, no, just chorus. Like so, it goes right in the chorus, and I mix out right away. So I literally play
Okay.
for like 40 seconds, but I always include it in like my sets.
Yeah.
I'll leave it on if like the crowd's a little older and they would know it, but no, I usually don't play the verse at all.
I'll play the verse sometimes. But typically, if I'm playing the verse of that song, it's on my Friday nights where I do a 5-hour set, and it's packed from, and I'll I'll let that one breathe for a minute, but pretty quick. Again, it's like chorus, verse, chorus. That's it.
The one I always play is Diggs did a really good trap version of it.
Drop it like it's bubble gum.
Yeah, drop it like it's bubblegum. And so it starts off like, yeah, I'll send it to you. But it's like drop it like it's hot, and it comes in, it's awesome. And then the drop is basically drop it like it's hot, but it's just better, like beefed. I don't know.
It's just better.
I shouldn't say better. It just beefed up. It's just like I feel like it hits. Just my point. Anyways, good list. Any honorable mentions?
I mean, if you go down, "Come and Get Your Love" by Redbone. That's a slap at weddings.
Is that a dinner, or is that a cocktail, or is that just like
dinner? If sometimes dinner, sometimes dancing. I can get away with it dancing if the crowd's like, if I have a certain type of crowd, then like I'll mix it right in and hey, you know what I mean, and go from there. I have a wordplay I do with a hip hop hooray, and then I'll echo out hey, and then hey, what the matter? You know what I mean, and go into it that way. So that's how I would do it. Like I do that routine if I do it during dancing, or I'll just like play it during dinner, tail end of dinner. Have people bopping. It goes along with the same like tail end of dinner. I kind of like pick it up, so I'll have like all night long Lionel Richie, Come and Get Your Love, fucking Love on Top is on there, John Cougar Mellencamp, like the Jack and Diane, mixing into like the Jessica Simpson John, and into the stuff like that, like just kind of get people kind of vibing. Best case scenario, you build a dance floor organically. Worst case, they're still vibing, and then all right, motherfuckers, dance floor's open. I guess you were waiting for me to tell you because you can't do anything on your own. Fucking losers.
I would die if I was at a wedding and that's how it went. And you were like, all right, motherfuckers, since you clearly didn't notice, the dance floor's open, so make your fucking way out here and start going to it. Like, come on.
Listen, if Elon invents that fucking Neuralink shit and everyone has it and they can start like reading what I'm like reading my mind, like reading what goes through my mind while DJing, my career's over. I'm gone. There's no. I consistently just curse everyone out. I call them the most worst, terrible names. I make fun. I just serve them. I just tear them apart. Oh, that dress, that's cheap as fuck, bitch. I'm literally like I'm tearing everybody apart in my head constantly. It's terrible.
Man, I love it.
Terrible.
One of the videos I loved watching that you said, you were like it was like one of your videos that you did where you were talking about somebody like so and so wanted you to make an announcement like about something, and you were talking about like making announcements during like the fucking dance party, and you were like, no, I'm not gonna make that fucking announcement because it's a fucking vibe killer. And it's like, yes, thank you,
Now,
somebody's finally saying it.
now I sing it. So now I'll stem out.
It's
I stem
karaoke.
out the vocals. Yeah. So whatever song I'm playing, like, all right, last call for alcohol. If I have a rule. So if they come up and I don't want to make it, you got to come up 2 more times. And then I'll make it. 3 times a charm. All right. So if you come up 2 more times and tell me it's last call for alcohol, really, and remind me, fine, fuck it, I'll make it. So after 3, I go to make it. I stem out the vocals of whatever song I'm playing, and then I'll, so it's last call for alcohol, and just like sing it. Or the shuttle's outside, but you don't gotta go home. The shuttle's outside, or whatever. It just depends what beat I'm playing, and it's terrible. And usually I get a chuckle out of somebody, and they'll like hear it. And I technically made the announcement, so you can go fuck yourself. I'm not gonna make it again. But it kind of goes with the song, and you know what I mean. And then keep it.
No, I love
Stems is amazing. Stems is amazing.
Yeah. I love it. I'm the same way. I don't like to do last call. Actually, I always tell guests, or I'll tell the client I won't do last call, even if it's on the list. But
so stupid.
If the maitre d' or whatever standing over my shoulder and just won't let it go, it's like I'll just say, grab one more drink, we're still having fun, and then I look at him, I'm like, there you go, that's it,
that's a good one. Yeah,
we're still partying, we're partying the rest of the night, grab one more drink, let's go.
It's just so dumb. It takes people off the dance floor. They charge per head. It's not like they charge per drink. So why do you just want you're gonna get your whole bar bombarded. The bartender's gonna be in the weeds, and then you're gonna pour way more alcohol, so you're losing money for the venue. Like, why? Like, nowhere does it make sense. Just shut up. Just close the bar's closed. He's probably wasted anyway. It doesn't matter. Like, you worried about someone going to the bar and not being drives me nuts.
Totally agree.
It doesn't make any sense.
Now
makes no sense.
I will say, I do a lot of last calls at the bars that I play at.
But that's necessary, right?
Yes, I
that
agree.
makes
And that's
sense.
what I was just going to say. If in that sense, I completely agree with everything you're saying. And I just want to be clear for the people that are listening, so they can be like, well, if you said fucking last calls are dumb, but I'm at the bar, he's DJing and he's fucking doing last call. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what's going to happen. People already hate me on YouTube, so it's fine.
Haters are a good thing, man. That means you made it. That means you made it. When people go out of their way, I'm like, "Ooh, I
got that face that they want to punch." It's fine. It's fine.
I play that video. I've played that Cat Williams video. Have you ever seen the haters?
Oh yeah.
Have you
That whole stand-up's amazing.
You got 5 haters right now. You need 17 haters by the end of summer. It's the greatest clip of all time. But I play that for my kid all the time. Just to always like reel it in, like if she's having a bad time. Great clip.
I also just wanted to mention in here that since we're talking a little bit about music, that if you guys didn't know, that Nick is a curator over on Beat Source. So if you guys are listening and you want to check that out, he's got curated playlists over there.
Thanks, man.
And you do all of the wedding playlists over there, which are super good. And I've downloaded a bunch of them and played them on, just like if I was doing silent disco, I'll download your playlist and then I'll put it on an iPad as like a second DJ,
Yeah.
And they work fantastic.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah. It's I think I have like 38, 39, 40 or something playlists on there.
How often are you updating them? And is it hard to come up with new stuff that I guess you're kind of curating for the whole country? So I guess in my mind, I would overthink it the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's what you do, but I would definitely overthink it.
Oh yeah, overthinking, man. I mean, they're constantly evolving. I update them once a month. Yeah, I mean, it's it's a little more difficult with I do the wedding playlist, so we have a lot of throwback oldies, Motown, Rat Pack, 70s, disco, things like that. So those playlists, I the way they are right now, I really like. That's for me, my personal taste, what I like to play, what I know works. I really think they're great. So updating them is tough because I do update them once a month, but it's tough to I definitely don't want to usually not delete a song. Every once in a while I do if it's all right, you know what, this one don't even be, it's so played out, but adding stuff that's I want it all to be bangers, you know what I mean? Literally especially if they're dancing playlists, they're proven, there's no fluff. There's no oh, you could play this sometimes. No, everything should pretty much work, and it's all the cross country, like you said. But it does get tough sometimes. But honestly, I have ghostwriters for this. My ghostwriters for all my playlists, the people that really design my playlists.
Fiverr?
Fiverr my couples. When I get request lists for my couples, and I encourage them too. You know what I mean? I want to Give me all the shit. Like, what would you really like in high school, stuff like that, and I'll make it work, type thing. And I go through his playlist and I listen to it, and like, there's so many times where like I'm going through a couple's playlist and I hear a song, I'm like, oh my god, I fucking forgot about that. That would be dope for the '90s playlist. You know what I mean? So like, my couples, me just doing so many weddings in general, really helped me update them too, because like, they're fucking, educating me or just reminding me of shit, all the time.
Yeah.
That's why I think playlists are so important. Like, if you do weddings, like,
I did a wedding last week or the week before. They're younger, probably 27, I think. I had their list. I had all their things. They came up at the end of the night and I didn't play it. And she's like, play Hillary Duff, Come Closer. And one of the biggest songs of the night, just destroyed. And then right after that, they're like the song from the Goofy movie, Eye to Eye.
yeah.
And I lost my shit, bro.
You remember that? That was a banger.
The whole place erupted. Like people were sitting down, like drunk, like drooling on themselves, and they just jumped up and they're like doing the eye to eye dance. I'm like, what's happening in my life? That this
I don't even know what the
thing.
fuck you guys are talking about.
You ever seen a Goofy movie as a kid? It's from the '90s. It came out. It was the kid like ended up getting on stage at the end with like his favorite band, and it was a really catchy song they were singing.
Eye to eye.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
I was really bad at watching movies when I'm a kid, and I'm still bad at them as an adult, because what happens is I get about an hour to the movie, and then I'm like, so if I was a kid and watched the Goofy movie, I was probably asleep at that point.
But it's all the movies. It's all the movies that are the soundtrack shit that we have to be paying attention to these days.
What Hillary Duff
culture.
song? Did you mean Come Clean? Is that the Hillary Duff song?
Is it Come Clean? Oh,
Come
yeah,
Clean,
probably.
Come Clean.
The
Yeah.
Let the Rain Fall.
Yeah. I played
No.
I didn't quick mix into it. It was the fucking entire song. The whole thing fucking destroyed the whole floor. But it's from
Laguna
her
Beach
movie,
or
right?
the Hills. It was like the theme
Lizzie
song
McGuire.
of it was.
It was Lizzie McGuire, I thought.
It was
No?
a theme song for one of those Laguna Beach or the Hills.
You're right.
too.
The Hills. Yeah. I think it was.
Yeah.
I can picture
didn't
it now.
know
The second
that.
you said that. Yeah. The rainfall, and they would it would show
Whatever.
Okay. Why would you put Laguna Hills with the rainfall down? It doesn't rain in Laguna Hills, but okay.
I mean, that's true. I don't know. That sounds accurate. I feel like I've seen
Yeah,
that
I'm
like
pretty
intro
positive
before.
it's the Hills or Laguna Beach, whatever that was in like 2006. The
man.
first rendition of it, because there
I'm
was,
adding it to my TV show theme set.
oh man, it's driving me nuts of which one it is. I can't remember which specifically, but
I'm going through the Hills song right now. I don't.
Laguna
I don't
Beach.
see
It might
that
have been
one.
Laguna Beach.
Laguna Beach. Beach show song.
Laguna Beach. Yeah, it was the Laguna Beach theme song. I'm pretty sure.
Yep, there it is. Yep, you're right. Good call. Look at that. Laguna Beach. Wow, high school days right there.
Well, those songs are hitting, so maybe we all need to go through the Laguna Beach because they actually were putting out mixed CDs at that time. It was like the Hot Now CDs, and they would like Laguna Volume 1, and it was whatever was on Season 1, all of the hits.
When Heidi met
And then-
Spencer.
Yeah.
with the blonde beard, where you're like,
Drew just lived through that moment. He was out there in Laguna Beach. He was DJing
you were
all the
literally
parties
there.
at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I was
this
down
is
the
just
street.
his life we're talking about.
That's crazy.
You've inspired me to go through all those old playlists, so maybe we'll see some of that on the Beat Source curated playlist. The TV show theme songs by Nick coming up here shortly.
I've been trying. I have a TRL playlist that's very useful for dinner and just in general, where it's like all the TRL hits and stuff. I have a crate personally, and like I made that. I want to make it on Beat Source, but like we're just having a little trouble getting a lot of the rights to all the boy band stuff. So
I did a whole
We don't have it
TRL mix like back in 2010, 2011. It's up on Mixcloud. I did a party
No
and
way.
everything. Yeah, so I did the first one, and then the second one I had Drew come in and play it with me, and we always joke because he would like to play POD. I feel so alive.
Well, no, it was POD and Dashboard Confessional. I had a whole Dashboard Confessional routine.
oh,
Yeah. But if you're
In the
bored and you need
feels.
something to listen to at the gym, that's an old mix I put together a while back, and it was kind of fun. I did it
definitely
a long time ago.
sometimes I run.
Yes.
Sometimes I hide. Sometimes I'm scared of you.
Yeah, all the Carson Daly stuff, the random one-hit wonders like BB Mac. Do you remember BB Mac? He was took over the TRL. Oh God, now I got to play this song for you. Jesus, come on.
Yeah, I don't
Drew.
remember that.
I don't know it at
BB
all.
Mac?
Yeah, this guy. Hold on.
I had Friend MTV at this time. I didn't have real MTV.
He was all over TRL. It was a one-hit wonder. They were like a boy band. I'm pretty sure. Like
I don't think I've seen
like,
that. I heard that before. Swear to God.
Yeah.
Do it.
have to
You
look
need some
it up.
edits for that. Fuse. Do some edits for that.
I'm pretty
We
sure
need
I
some
have
edits.
one on DMS.
Favorite go-tos or classics? You're crushing the wedding game. What's some you mentioned some of those curated playlists that you're doing, like maybe like a Coming Get Your Love's one of my favorite songs of all time, just because I love the Family Guy. It's like the theme song for that Family Guy. Or no, F is for family. F is for
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
yeah. And I
Bill
don't know.
Burr.
I just hear it everywhere, and it makes me so happy in life. That song. Yeah, favorite go-to or classics to possibly mention.
I'm so excited by the Pointer Sisters. It's on a couple commercials. Everyone knows that. We'll bop
Yeah, I've
to
seen
it.
a couple like tech house remixes of that coming out too.
Really?
recently.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Vandal
no
on
way.
the Track. That was the one that I saw. He did a remix of I'm So Excited. It's actually pretty good, I think.
I brought back. I played Gary Glitter. I have a couple routines with Gary Glitter. The na 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 na. Hey, like,
Yeah.
I feel like nobody play. I mean, I think he like touched kids or something, so
Yeah.
people stopped playing
Yes, he
them. But
did.
again, I don't give a fuck. And also, everyone knows that it's like a stadium banger. You know what I mean? And like, it's actually not played out anymore because like everyone stopped playing his shit in the stadiums because of that. So like, it's one of those things. Like, I feel like when I play it, like it's like, holy shit, I haven't heard that in years. Every time.
Do you ever
And
see
that
what
goes
Gary
off.
Glitter looks like though?
Nah.
Yep. Like he's fucking weird. Like,
Well, there we go.
yeah.
We're gonna get flagged for all these fucking terrible things.
Comments.
We're saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't even know he got canceled. I posted a TikTok of me mixing his song and then everyone, all these people were like, how could you play him? My God, I liked you before this and da-da-da. And I got all
God.
these crazy comments. I'm like, whatever. I don't know. And then I looked it up. I was like, oh, there's a scandal somewhere. I'm not even gonna watch it.
So you know that Joker movie where he's dancing down the stairs?
yeah,
That's the song they're playing when he's dancing down the stairs, and that just came out like 2 years ago. The Joker
Is it?
movie with
Is it
Joaquin
Gary
Phoenix.
Glitter?
It's 100% fucking rock
I
and roll
only
number
watched that
two
one.
when he's jumping when he's
You
dancing.
think you're right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right. Well, Kanye sampled that song too. That the
double cancel.
yeah,
Double cancel.
Are you guys? You guys are still playing Kanye, right? Or no?
Not really. We talked about this on
No
another
way.
episode, and it's like if I don't really have to,
Why did you have a bad experience?
I feel like
I get
it's
cutthroated.
touchy. Yeah, I get people that are like, I think that most people don't care, is what I actually think in the crowd. I
Yeah.
think most people don't actually care. But I also feel that like if I can avoid it to make sure that like I'll avoid it. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not gonna.
So for
touch
like
it.
your own conscience, you're saying.
Not even like that, but it's like if I'm gonna piss some people off by playing this, like in a way that I don't want to like not intentionally piss them off. If I'm gonna piss people off, I want to intentionally be doing it, So like if I can get around my night without it, it's fine. I don't need it.
Kanye, I'll do if he's on like American Boy and other stuff. It is what it is. Like I play it, no problem. But
yeah, that's let me check. Like I'll play even like Paris and just don't play the Kanye part. I'll get out of it before he comes on.
So you guys have had like experiences then where like people are like
yeah, pissed off. Yeah.
Definitely.
Really? I haven't had that yet. So like I still just like rock it.
Well, even at the ballpark, like they're like no Kanye. Like
yeah, I mean if they tell you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
100%,
yeah.
I Write Sins, Not Tragedies. Panic at the Disco has been slapped.
That's a banger. Yeah.
I get worried because it has the groom's bride is a whore, right?
No, they always sing it.
I know they sing it, and I played it at one wedding one time, and I feel like the bride looked at me, and I was like, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that."
I won't do it. I know if my couple, like most of my couples, are like really laid back and not like wouldn't worry about anything like that. Just because I think like. Because I put so much content online and I'm so like loudmouth and opinionated that like I only attract other people that kind of like are in my wheelhouse, if that makes sense. Like I attract my own clientele. Every once in a while though, I could tell like there's certain client, especially by the way they like fill out their planners and just like how they are in general. I'm like, oh, you're like a little on the uptight. Nothing wrong with it, whatever, you're a little uptight. So then I won't do that for those clients. But then if it's a regular client, then I know I can get away with that stuff. And then it's always like, so I try and like think of that, you know what I mean? Like kind of like personality wise, like judge their personality. And you could say it's sort of risking it for the biscuit, but I don't know.
I liked the edit Dan Quinn sent in. That's like the clean version, and it's like the poor groom's bride, and it just clips to the Wayne's World where it's like she's a babe, swing, and then it like goes back into the song.
I need that. Are you kidding me? I need that.
I'll send it to you right now. It's actually shout out Dan Quinn. It's amazing, but
that's lit. Yeah, that's perfect. Solves every problem.
My only problem that it's ever had is everyone sings that she's a fucking whore louder than they can hear the part. So it doesn't matter because it's such a sing along that everybody's like, she's a whore, and it's like, it doesn't even matter what it's saying.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck her, fuck that whore.
Yeah.
But you still covered up the track, so you're good. That's funny. Yeah, "Move Bitch" by Ludacris has been going off at weddings lately. I've been like playing that often.
Definitely.
Just from the top, dun dun dun, and I play it edited, so like it's like move, get out, and it's like literally like every other word is like skipped. But yeah,
that's like playing the clean version of Cherub Doses and Mimosas. It's like for all the, it's like then it gets back into the song.
Four Color Zach had a mix. I think it was Do Over or something. I was listening to it the other day, and he played ass and titties. It was like ass, titties, ass. Like the DJ Assault shit. And then afterwards he was like, "Oh, I forgot it's a family show. Hold on." And then he played another version, and it was like doop 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 doop, and it was just a beep over every single ass and titties, and it was the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life.
So good.
That is amazing.
It's amazing.
He's fucking hilarious, that guy.
It's amazing. For the longest, I had "Move Bitch" was the bouquet toss. That was for the longest. That was my go-to bouquet toss.
You know what the go-to is now? Because girls is players too. Bitches don't run around with that Coil Aurora. That is like the go-to. If you're gonna do the bouquet toss, that's it.
It's a good one too because it's new. And it's not like a dance floor smash but like you can work it in at that point. That's a good, I like that.
That song works better for me. I have a
Pete
Down. No, it's with Pete Down did it. It's with Good Times with Chic and Players. And so that one works. It's like, it's just way more dance, and it actually flows better into the Lotto track with Fantasy because it's kind of, they're both disco-y-esque.
Yeah. So moving forward, I know we got some stuff we want to do. I'm going to play this video. We're going to go into a crazy DJ story. So we want to hear about a night gone great, a night gone horribly wrong, anything that's crazy. It could be one of each. I'm going to roll this video and then we'll get into it.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy. I like you, but you're crazy.
God, that's so bad. It's so bad, Drew. That is the worst one you've made. That is by far the worst one you've made.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
I just finished it. I finished it just for Nick's episode, so I'm pretty happy about it.
I'm trying to like think of one that I haven't shared before. You know what I mean? Like give you guys like something that's All right, biggest fuck up at a wedding. I was 21 years old and I was still in college, and a classmate of mine asked me to do her wedding, and it was in this gymnasium, and I just had started dating my now fiance, almost wife, and I asked her to come with me. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm trying to be a DJ, like for a living. I DJ, and come on with me."
That gets all the girls excited for what I understand.
Hell yeah, I'll show you the ropes. I fucking use PC DJ, and that means I have a huge cock anyway. So she comes with me, and we do the wedding. They at the wedding for the intros, they wanted a certain Disney song to come into, and I didn't own it. So like, what I did was, at the time, I had a separate laptop that I downloaded the Disney song and I played it on iTunes on my separate laptop. So I downloaded it and played it on iTunes, and then so I played it, like announced them the new Mr. Miss whatever. They come in, I play their like song, and then like I had that on like channel. I had a 4-channel mixer. I had that on channel 3, and then like my main 1 and 2, with my other laptop with PC DJ, and I friggin' brought up their First Dance song. I played their First Dance song, left channel 3 up, and then it played the next song on my iTunes playlist when their First Dance was literally going on. It was so loud, and it took me a solid, I don't even know how long to figure out where the fuck it came from. And it was the worst song you can imagine to play. And I'm going to bring it up right now and play it for you just so you can, because it's tough to, describe. First, hold on.
You're just like, I don't know what's happening. Everybody's looking at you, and you're like, I don't know.
Literally, I'm like, where's this coming from? It's this song right here. I'm like, where's this coming from? What the fuck? Do you hear that? Do you hear that?
She said, "I'm pregnant" in there, right? That's what.
About then is when I figured it out. So it took me, like 25 seconds to figure out where it was coming from. I was like, oh my god, it's on channel 3. I left it up. It's playing my iTunes right now.
That is amazing.
And that was during their First Dance, and it was loud. Like I'm talking, it was turned up because, like, you got to understand that the volume was at the same level of me saying, "The new Mr. and Mrs." Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm screaming on the mic that they're coming in, so my volume is at that level on that channel. You know what I mean? So like when it came in, it just fucking, and I wanted to die.
So good.
Oh man.
You
That's
bet
amazing.
your ass that never happened again. All right. So if you're one of my future couples, I give you a no fuck up guarantee.
I can add.
Learn my lesson.
My story isn't as nearly as crazy because that's fucking nuts. But in the Kazaa days, my early, I was still burning CDs to go to do the weddings because you'd get these random requests, and I had vinyl, I had CDs, it was all over the place.
Kazaa days, first off.
And so I burned their First Dance on it, and I didn't listen to it. And it was the instrumental version, like the karaoke instrumental version of
nice.
Like I Want It That Way or something like that. And I didn't listen to it, and the whole time they just kept looking at me like, are you gonna play the words? Like what's happening? And so the whole song they danced to it without any fucking words, but not as crazy, but I could sympathize with.
Well, that's good because I once downloaded a song off Kazaa that in the middle cut out and just said, "Hey everybody, I'm watching a porno," and then it went back into the song. I swear.
What is that?
Oh man.
Yep.
I didn't play it at an event though. Good thing, but I
so you caught it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good. So the fight one, so I get to the wedding and I'm playing the ceremony and the groom comes up and, I'm like, hey, it's just prelude. Guests are being seated and he just happens to stop by. And I'm like, what's up, bro? You ready to go? Big day. He's like, ready as I'll ever be. And he opens up his suit jacket and he had like, not a fifth, the one that's a little bigger than fifth, but not a handle of Jack. And it was like 60% gone. And he just showed me his like, just Jack, like, ready as I'll ever be. And I'm like, oh shit, it's going to be one of those parties. This pumps me up. I want everyone to black out at my wedding. My DJ set sounds so much better when you're wasted. You know what I mean? Like I want to, so I didn't think nothing of it. I was just like, fuck yeah, this guy fucks. Let's go. We're going to fucking rage tonight. Everyone's going to be fucking blackout. This is what I need. Right? Yeah. Easy peasy tonight. Right? Don't fucking dance to anything. I'll play some random shit later. Fast forward to the wedding. So they get married, right, and everything. And the father of the bride married them. So he got ordained or whatever. And they got married, cocktail hour, reception. And then right after intros and everything, we do that. It's like a little weird. Like no one's really cheering. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like a little dead crowd. I'm like, fuck. Like maybe they're not blackout, but we'll figure it out. I just got done my dance set before dinner, which we do a lot in Jersey. And then like we get into dinner and stuff. And then you could tell that like something's going on. Like there's an underlying something in the air, right? And like there's the bride has like a face, the groom's kind of like looks like he's being defensive, out of nowhere, the groom and the father of the bride start fighting. Now, the backstory was 2 nights before, the night before, he went out to a strip club with his friends, and he got like crazy with a stripper or something, and like someone saw that ended up telling the bridal party that told the bride and the family, and it spread around the wedding what happened that night. It was the night before, the night or 2 nights ago or whatever. And I guess the father of the bride went up to him at the wedding, was like, "You motherfucker, right before, how could you fuck my daughter, da da da." And they started fist fighting. They literally fist fought all the way into the kitchen, and then they separated one, and the other guy got thrown out. The other guy was still in the kitchen, and they got back together. They fist fought again, da da da, went back and forth. It was crazy. And I'm just like, and I had just started kind of dancing them, so like I was just sitting there like, put your hands up. Up and down, like, like, what do I do? This is really awkward. And everyone just stopped what they're doing and they're staring. So no one's even like, it doesn't even matter what I play. And I'm like, oh, I'm so fucked. And then the father of the bride who married them took out the marriage license and ripped it in front of everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck this. Ripped it and then dipped, and it was crazy. And like, I don't know. I just vibed out the rest of the night to myself until
you played Simon Says, "Get the fuck up,"
and until I was told you could pack up early, and that was it. And they were still fighting out front when we were loading out. They were
damn,
that's
crazy.
Everything. It was crazy, and I found.
And they're still married.
Yep. They. Well, I mean, through the photographer, I kind of like followed up, like, cause I was dying to know, like, are they done, or like, or did they end up like, or did they end up just fucking get back together, like toxic as hell, and they're like, nah, they wanted their pictures, so I'm like, oh shit. So I guess they're still together, but yeah, that was crazy. They I didn't get many people to dance that day.
They just call that they just call that Tuesday at their household, probably. Yeah. It's like just a normal night, That
was Tuesday supper. Yep.
Yeah. You should see Saturday. I was just gonna say, I don't know like what you could do in a situation like that besides try to like keep moving it on for like the guests that are there. Like it's so I'm thinking like in my head, I'm like, what would you do? And
something like that that's like in the middle of everybody, yeah, there's not much you can do. But the general rule, if I could give a tip out there, is like when it comes to weddings, and if there is any drama at the wedding, while I love drama, I love shit TV, I love fucking Maury, Jerry Springer, I love when drama happens, I'm fucking the first one, like, oh, kill him, someone better die, come on, baby, like I want to see the worst shit ever. But the general rule is you don't want to draw attention to any drama that's happening. So if you notice in the corner of your eye something happening in the corner, whatever, I actually will go out of my way to MC a little more, to play certain crazy tracks to kind of like keep the guests' eyes off of it. I don't want anybody to know about it, because what happens is everyone gets distracted and no one dances. It's just going to fuck me in the long run, and it's going to fuck the couple. Every wedding's a Super Bowl. You want it to be a successful wedding. If there is drama, if you can get it out of the room and like, cover it up enough where like only a couple people saw it, not everyone saw it, then like you're saving the party essentially. You know what I mean? So like I always avoid, like I will literally divert attention. I'll be a fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
if you ever see something going on, never let that shit go down, DJs. You want to like,
I even agree that's good advice for bar club gigs too. You got to keep it going. That shit can fuck up everything. Like
100%.
Your job, you stop the music. You're drawing more attention to it. It's just you got to keep it going.
Like some DJs are on the side where they'll like, if it's like a bar or club, they'll stop like, you know what? If you're a fighter, you could just get the fuck out of here, because we don't do that here, and we love everybody. Peace and fucking love. Let's fucking dance, man. And then they drop "Yeah" by Usher. But like, I think that's so fucking dumb. Like, shut up. Just don't, no attention to it. Just keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Divert attention. Don't give more attention. Now everyone's gonna stop where they're at. What the fuck? And if they didn't see it, they're gonna be like, what is he talking about? What's he talking about? Do you know?
Right,
they're gonna ask everybody next to them. Now you're causing this whole, it's like a cafeteria table drama going on, and now no one's dancing. God damn it, why'd they have to fight? I'm about to say something else on the mic and let them know. Like, shut up with your fucking stupid ego. Shut your mouth. Okay, get off the mic. Just play music.
I agree.
I don't know.
Yeah. I know we're short on time, so I want to keep pushing on this stuff. Let's hit YouTube.
All right, we got a good video for YouTube. Drew just made this one too, so it's gonna be good. Here we go.
comment below. Click. Please subscribe for more.
More.
Let's talk some YouTube.
Tube.
The aggressive like record stop and gunshots. Like,
Where
are
does
just
this
so
come
obnoxious.
from? Where? How? Why? How? This is
Oh man, I'm crazy. Is what it comes from.
wow.
The
Beautiful.
brain's demented.
Well done. Well done.
You know, I'm a firm believer if it takes longer than I told Fuse 10 minutes, but sometimes it's 30 minutes tops, and it's just like literally whatever happens, and that's it. That's whatever was on the top. Done.
Just think,
moving
Drew
along.
spent 30 minutes of that on.
I did not spend 30 minutes on that. I did not. I spent 10 minutes on that one.
Dedication.
I spent 10 minutes on that one.
That's dedication, regardless. That was good. That was worth it. That was worth it.
I usually got some ideas. We got to shake it up a little bit so that you're ready to tell us some stories about some YouTubes.
YouTubes.
And so you know, I will say I was watching your first videos when it was wedding DJ tips.
Oh shit! You saw those?
Yeah, I definitely saw those. And you were killing it then, and I was like, this guy has something here. I think they're gonna end up being really good. And then somehow at some point we connected at NAM before, and we saw the NAM Thrax, and I think then after that you started doing basically the Nick Spinelli show, which I'm guessing just because you couldn't go anywhere. And it is you kind of it just became an easier thing to do, a regular routine.
I don't want to lie. I forget how it started. Hold on, I'll tell you right. It depends on when my first episode is, real quick. So hold on, let me just go to that. Let me find out when the first episode was, so I'm not like capping, because I really don't know. April 3rd. Yeah, I know it was pandemic. Yeah. Yeah. So I was getting into wedding. Yeah. Okay. So April 12th. Yeah. Okay. All right. I got the story now. Sorry. It's been a minute. Smoke mad weed.
It's all right.
So I was getting into wedding season, and we're finally coming out of the pandemic. It was April 2021, and that's when I did my first show. But like a month before that, I was just thinking about it. I was like, damn, like I really gotta. During the pandemic, I really went hard on YouTube. Like I did a lot of research. Like I got nothing else to do, so I'm gonna put all my fucking eggs in this basket and just see if I can like really grow this. And I did a lot of videos, and a lot of that changed the way I did my thumbnails and how I just everything. Like I did all this research, everything. And then like I was getting in to get busy, and like I want to keep this shit fucking going. You know what I mean? But like I'm gonna have so many weddings, like I'm not gonna be able to like, I know how long it takes me to make a video and what I've been doing. It's like I'm not gonna have the time. So like I don't want to like lose my momentum because I've been putting so much work into this YouTube. So I came up with the idea, couple showers, couple shits.
You were editing each one before, because this is prior to the show, right? So
Correct.
you're like
So I was producing
all
them,
the time is okay.
So much time to film, so much time to edit. Get high, watch back again, edit some more, yada yada. Like I have a whole process, and it takes like a long time. I'm very meticulous, and I get in my head, and so I wanted to keep the momentum going. I didn't want to lose momentum going into wedding season. I didn't have time to do all that, so like I came up with the idea to do a live show and do it in a way where I can do it in segments. So like keeping in mind that like later on I'm gonna chop this up and I'm gonna re-release all the segments as highlights. So instead of posting, one produced video a day or one produced video a week, I was doing, 4 to 6, 7 videos a week, because I'm doing the live show, and then I'm chopping it up into different segments. And like, so I kind of like tried to like, practice and train myself on just number one, just talking to myself for an hour straight without having anybody else around or anybody, not even looking at the chat, because like it'll fuck me up. Like just literally just talking to this camera, straight up. And then like,
because it's live on Google, it's live on YouTube every time. Okay.
Every single time. Yeah, just straight live. And then like I had to, practice, make sure I don't cancel myself. I had to, and then so I got like a system down where like I would almost like, I try and come up with the thumbnail and the title of the video on YouTube before I record it. So like if I'm gonna say, the 5 products that I keep in my backpack, right? That's the 5 products you got to have in your backpack if you DJ, whatever the fuck it is, right? Well, I'll make it a point when I'm doing my show. So, all right, well, right now I want to talk to you guys about the 5 things I always keep in my backpack no matter what. And I start with that and then I go. And that's where I start the clip, because I learned that like in YouTube, if you like repeat the title, like if someone clicks on the video and then you basically repeat the title right up front, then it kind of tells the audience that like, all right, I'm on the right shit. I'm going to keep watching right now.
Yeah.
You know, so many people, like, you click on a video, it's like, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm so-and-so, and I'm do this and da-da-da. And if you really like this, then you should watch more of my videos. Make sure you subscribe, like everything else. 3 minutes later. Okay, now we're going to talk about what I need to talk about. Who the fuck's going to sit? You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I started doing that. And I would structure my show that way. And break it up. So like now I'm doing 4 to 7 videos a week, and it fucking worked. You know what I mean? Like I was able to, you know,
I'm sorry to interrupt. I always been impressed by
I
that.
got to so much. Like,
no, it's good. It's amazing. It's amazing what you've done, because I think it is groundbreaking, and it is like borrowing from other people, but you're using it in a community that hasn't done it before.
You know where I got it from, right? Pat McAfee.
Okay.
Pat McAfee, he was the old punter for the Colts. He has an insane sports show on YouTube. Bajillions of people watch it. He does the same thing. He does a live show. He actually does it 5 days a week, though, and he chops everything up in highlights. That's where I got the idea.
What I wanted to ask, though, one incredible, but what I'm curious about is, what is this? How long does this prep take? Because me and Fuse, we're barely able to focus for an hour before, and get everything dialed in. So, like, that's what I'm saying with these little segment videos that we do. It's like, it's got to be one and done, and we just got to move it along, keep it pushing.
Yeah.
But like at your shit, like, are you doing like the full week is prep, or it's like 2 days, or like the morning of, or like how much prep is going into this before?
3 to 5 hours of prep per show. Sometimes the morning of, sometimes if I can the day before, maybe a little bit more depending on what I'm doing. If like I'm trying to do something crazy, or I need like a really, meticulous graphics and stuff like that. But yeah, about like 3 to 5 hours. I have a system. I have like, I use Ekim Live, and I can run through like different, scenes and things, and I make all those graphics, and you know what I mean? Like kind of line up the whole show. So
it's impressive.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, it's good too.
Well, so what's cool is like, the whole system itself is 3 to 5 hours of prep, an hour doing the show, and then another hour to maybe 2 tops editing the highlights. So like, I'm basically getting 5 or 6 videos, 7 videos on YouTube for maybe 8 to 10 hours of time. Whereas like I would spend 8 to 10 hours on one video. And not to say I'm still not going to edit, like, if I review a product or something like that, like, of course, that's all going to be produced and I'm going to spend the 8 to 10 hours. But like, that really allowed me to do a lot of volume. But like, I still try to really keep the content good, a lot of value. It might not be as fancy with zooms and stuff, but like, it's like, in the editing, but like the value's there, and I'm playing the numbers game, and it helped me keep the momentum so I can really like grow fast. And I was able to grow like exponentially, like after that, like it's in YouTube terms. I mean, it's only 50,000, but
the numbers are insane. And my next question is that evolution into getting the products and actually getting these NDAs so that you can get the shit before it comes out. And I don't, that evolution is that where you want to go? Where do you maybe see the future coming from?
I only wanted an NDA from Pioneer because I just love Pioneer. I don't,
amen.
I'm very vocal about what I like and I don't like, and like it just doesn't make sense for me to work with any other company because I'm gonna end up flaming their shit, and that's it. Like so like I was specific, like with Pioneer, I wanted my NDA. I wanted to be like one of their product reviewers in the worst way, and I finally like got it. Shouts to Pioneer. Everything else though, I'm not, I'll just talk from afar. Yeah, it looks all right, but this is what's wrong with it. And I'll say what's wrong with Pioneer too. Don't get me wrong, but like, I'm personally, that's all I use. So like, that was the only one. Like, I don't want to like back anything. I don't really like,
well, me and Fuse are fanboys as Pioneer as well. And, giant Pioneer's just the deal. And what's your take on the new Pioneer Serato like combination? You think it's the death of Serato? I mean, obviously not not tomorrow, but like in 5 years, it's all record box with meets Serato.
I don't know. I think
if you can even talk
power.
Yeah.
No, I don't know about any of that. I had no idea they're going to merge or anything. I'm not on that side of things. I just know about like just DJ products, things like that. Like that's the only thing I can't talk about. But Yeah, I again, I'm a huge fan of Pioneer, but I think it gives them too much power. I believe in capitalism. I believe in like the way our country works. I think I don't like monopolies, and like it's like they're shitting down throats right now. And for them to own Serato, they have way too much power. Like it's egregious that it even happened. To be honest with you, like I like. So I mean, number one, think about it. So if you're a manufacturer and you're going to come out with a product that's going to work for Serato, you have to fucking tell Serato everything about everything you're doing, so you can integrate it and all that and work out the deals. Like now, Pioneer's going to have straight access to like everything Rain's going to come out with, everything fucking Newmark's going to come out with, everything they can direct, and then they can like. Of course, right now they're like, we're all going to play in the sandbox beautifully. It's going to be amazing. No big deal. Don't worry. You don't know who's going to be around in a couple of years or who the fuck moves on and comes in. They still have way too much power. It could go sour. They could be like, yo, this shit Rain's about to come out with is too fucking crazy. Listen, the Serato licensing fee is going to be this much per whatever, like, and it's going to make it where they can't even like price it right, like to have. So then what? They're going to have to like, I think Rain and like in music, they're going to have to almost like, develop their own software or buy Tractor or some shit like to compete. Like,
well, they got
can't
Denon.
have.
They got
the onboard ship
Prime, yeah.
But that's like, I feel like we're still 5-10 years away from being like all like no computers. You know what I mean? And like they need to. I mean, yeah.
Well, I was gonna say the the Rain, what is it, the 60 whatever with the screen on it. I mean, it's just a door. It's a glorified door stop, right? It's a $2,000 door stop. It's a pile of shit, right? I mean, I'm just saying it out loud.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of it. The Rain 1 was one of the worst design controllers of all time. You literally like, if you have a medium sized hand, you are fucking hitting every wrong button possible if you try and cut on that thing. The fucking spindles on top of the platters, like so stupid. Like you can only cut with two. You can only scratch with two fingers. You know what I mean? There's no room because that spindle in the middle. It's just so uncomfortable. No onboard effects. It's crooked. That was a waste. The Rain 4 was a flop. They fucking they didn't even know how to price it. They're like, it's coming, but we'll let you know the price in a few months. We're figuring it out. They had no fucking idea. They were going to price it way more. They realized no one's going to fucking pay for that bullshit. So then they have lowered the price to the gods and made no money on it. Like they're fucking up, and it worries me. I don't want them to go out of business. I'm scared that that eventually in music's going to be like, nah, like we can't just keep losing money on Rain and we gone. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm scared, like, because that's not good for our industry. Like, then Pioneer could start slacking. Like, you know what I mean? Pioneer is pushing forward 1,000 miles an hour, like crazy.
I agree with everything that you're saying. And the other crazy thing to me with Pioneer is like the CDJs in general are pretty much overly priced. I mean, where do you see these? Like, why the fuck? We're opening a bar. Why the fuck would I buy CDJs? Why the fuck would I buy those? Like, unless I'm bringing Diplo into my club, I don't need to have CDJs anymore. And we're at a point where
he plays on the XDJ. He'll play on that one, the one with the screen and it has CDJ platters. He'll play on that. He does the pop-ups with that all the time.
Yeah, listen, I agree with you, but the only reason why you have that opinion is because you're a DJ and you know more than the average person. The average person just thinks like CDJ is a verb that means media player, like literally to people. Like they're that good with their marketing. It's like Google. You think Google, it means to search something on the internet, but it's literally someone's brand name. They made it like they spent so much on marketing where like Google is synopsis with what the fuck? I'm trying to say big words over here like a fucking idiot. Google is just like searching, like when you think Google, you think searching on the internet immediately because of all their marketing. Yeah, so CDJ is just like, it's just like a fucking media player. Like, you know what I mean? So everyone's like, you have to have CDJs. That's why they buy them. There's no other reason, because like, why not have, there's so many other options right now. Why not, like, why is everywhere a CDJ and that stupid fucking 900 with those stupid effects? I always forget that's on. That's fucking with the stupid fucking clicky ass faders. The fucking stupid, I fucking hate that mixer. I can't stand it. Every time I run into it, I want to kick it down.
I love the 900, but it's probably because I played on the 800 and the 900 so much is why I love it. But I will say, now that I'm playing on the Rev 7 so much, that when I do in the S11 and the S9, that when I get on one of those mixers, I'm like, oh shit, I don't have my Q buttons. But for the longest time, I loved the clicky fader. Like, you could do scratches and you could hear it click. I liked that.
I also don't have like too valid of an opinion, to be honest with you, because when I started on I started using turntables and started scratching all that so fucking late, like literally I bought my first set of turntables in 2016, and I got a Rain 56 mixer, and that's when I like started to like, okay, let me teach myself how to scratch type shit, and then like, you know, so like I first like 10 years of like me DJing was like on, you know, some embarrassing wedding DJ shit because I was just teaching line dances. So my opinion's like, I basically right after I learned how to scratch, the S9 came out. So it's like, fucking, why would anybody use 900? It doesn't make any sense to me. Does that make sense? So that's why
back to the point of like, why would, if I'm buying gear for a DJ at a club I'm opening or a bar, and we're using Serato, why the fuck would I buy a $2,500 CDJ and then buy two of them, and then on top of that, a $2,500 mixer? Why the fuck are you spending that much money on gear? Like, so that's questionable to me with Pioneer. I mean, obviously there's always going to be the top of the line stuff, right? And it's like, this is the top of the line stuff, and like your Calvin Harris and all that. I get that, but like,
that's the only reason they make it. Touring DJ. That's all they're doing it, because I know I used to share a warehouse with a guy that did all the backline for all the big festivals, and he owned 8 to 12 CDJs at one time. He would show up to the festival, you have 4, and you have 2 sitting there just in case, in cases. And so they're selling them. They definitely are, but that's why they have the controllers now, is because it's the all-in-one. They don't need to spend the money. You can get that thing for 20. You get this thing for the price of one CDJ, and you got the all-in-one that does everything that the CDJ does.
But is it sacrilegious to put like a Rev 7 in a club? Like, you know, should the alternate like turntables, or like should the 3 separate pieces, like, is it, you know what I mean? It's like, is that,
I don't know.
Like,
at this point, I don't really give a shit, because as somebody who's playing on one, it's, dude, and trust me, 10 years ago, if you'd have told me that I'm up here right now saying, oh, I'm going to buy a controller and stick it, I would have kicked my own ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
But like, at this point, it's like, okay, so what? Somebody spills a beer all over the fucking controller. You go buy a new one. It's $1,700 or whatever. And then, you know, whatever. Like, who gives a fuck at that point? Like, if
and
you're
the sound quality of the Rev 7 is crazy. Like,
so
you're not like
crazy.
slacking on any of that.
Crazy.
Like, it sounds so good. Like,
I think there's a difference, and I will say, I think it depends on the club, and I think it depends on the rotation of the DJs, all being on the same page. Versus if you're bringing in a bunch of randoms, I think it very much depends on that.
For sure. If I'm playing at a club and it's only gonna be, I would want to play on bougie shit, because I would want the best, and knowing that nobody else is gonna touch it but me. But now that I gotta share it with other people, it's like, well, I don't trust fucking somebody to not be up here eating fucking chicken wings and fucking touching the buttons and shit. Like,
if I do, so I do a lot of big clubs, and I want to play on an S11, and it could be turntables or CDJs. I don't care either one. I'm not playing on a controller at a regular club.
Do you feel like more of a real DJ when you're on your CDJs? Are you like, oh man, I'm a real DJ tonight?
You know, I can play on anything. It doesn't bother me, but I think if it's a real club and you're going to install it, fuck it, man. Just put the right shit in there. It is what it is.
Well, because if you think of it in, like, you know, how much are these club systems? If it's a real club and they're spending tens and tens of thousands,
that's true. Yeah.
If not hundreds of thousands on the sound system, what the fuck is $7,500 for the fucking house DJ setup, or having CDJs or turntables? And
I'm not gonna bitch on the price. You know? My original point of this was, now Pioneer is holding the key to jack the price of the CDJ up even more. That's what I was more coming around to.
The whole reason why Pioneer probably bought Serato was because, like, they're going all in on the all-in-one, like, on the onboard, like, no laptop, playing on sticks, like, type shit. And, like, Serato, the technology they have and everything, like adding stems to CDJs and stuff, like, that's really the future. Like, laptops are gonna go away eventually. It's already, like, happening, and, like, we're a few years away. I don't want to give up my laptop, but, like, you know, so I think they're investing in that, and they know like In Music has a huge advantage with, like, Denon, and, like, they already have stems now, and, like, they're fucking, like, they've had a great, like, onboard software for a while. I think that's the main play. But if someone's an asshole, they can fuck with some, like, they could definitely fuck with people. And, like,
the reason I love the playing on sticks, and I've heard like other guys say that it's like freeing feeling. Is like it brings you back to that like, oh, if I don't have the fucking song, I can't play it. So like, and I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Like what you're gonna get out of me is whatever set that I've planned for, or I kind of like that aspect of it.
I like it until the crowd's dead and they're like, "Well, why don't you have my song?" And then I'm like,
That's what I mean. In certain
I don't know why I
circumstances,
don't have it.
yeah, it's gonna suck, until they can figure out until it doesn't suck.
It is liberating playing without the screen. It's like weird, like you know what I mean. Like it brings you back. Like I was fucking around just with vinyl because I would love to do a TikTok one day like at a wedding and bring out real vinyl and then do like a mix of real vinyl because like so many people be fucking commenting on my shit like put some real vinyl from me. Won't be able to fuck you. Okay, I can fucking mix real vinyl, bitch. It'll just take me a little longer, but I could do it. Like and like so I've been fucking with some shit and like anyway, but I was doing it and I was looking around. I was like, man, it's kind of crazy. Like, there's just because the screen's not here, I feel like I have so much more space. I feel like everything is so much more open. Like, I feel like liberate. It's weird. Like, it's like a different vibe all around. I don't know if you guys feel that way. I don't know.
Yeah, totally. It's like freeing feeling. It's like detached yourself from the fucking.
I feel like I'm in nature.
Yeah.
Like
what I really want is I want an iPad that I could just set flat where the laptop is so I can see it, but it's not like in my face.
That's what the CDJ screen is.
Yeah,
but
especially those 3000s. That fucking screen on that thing.
It's not a 11 or 13 inch iPad.
So Drew, you're saying you don't want to be freed. That's fine. You want to be within.
I like my prison.
I don't know. I can't do it. I know you're gonna leave us, so we're gonna hit you with social media. Since you're the king of social media, we got a thing you're playing. We're hitting you with social media.
We got.
I'm not the king, but I'll give you my opinion. Whatever you want to hear.
All right, here we go.
1, 2, 3, oh! Drew and Fuse, I'm all shook up, you hound dogs. Don't be cruel. There's now or never. Let's talk social media.
That was so good, dude.
That was stupid. That was really stupid. That was so fucking dumb. Oh god, that fucked me up.
Here's what I want to say. I've talked so much shit about guys singing and dancing in front of the camera, and when it comes off so inorganic, but Eric, the way he's done it, it seems like very organic, right? It's him.
It's because he has those big, beautiful eyes. Let's be honest. And then, all right, he's a unique specimen. All right, the man is beautiful. So he just looks at, and it's like, wow, is he looking at me? And I feel like he's got this crazy cougar following. Like nobody's got a cougar following like Eric. Like it's got to be insane. I want to see his motherfucker's analytics. I got to see the analytics. Open up the books, Eric.
It's funny, the comments. Some of the comments, I'm like, damn, Susan, chill,
Susan risking it all right now.
Yeah. What I want to say is I like what Nick does a lot of times because it brings you into the party, right? So when Nick's doing his stuff, you get a real life view of what it's like to be at a party with Nick Spinelli as your DJ. Here's what pisses me off about DJs the most, and this could be into the rant, is DJs see somebody being successful and they just want to copy them and do it all over and be successful. And the question would be, what's your advice to younger DJs or older DJs looking to push themselves more on social media?
My first advice is to never bite. I can't stand that shit. That makes me so mad, especially someone who died like AM. The greatest DJ of all fucking time, the balls to do one of his routines. I've seen it on Twitch before, and I got a fucking list of motherfuckers like that. You're dead to me for life. Anything you need, I don't give a fuck who you are. You're fucking dead to me.
But what if they're doing a tribute and they say it first?
That's different. That's different.
All right.
I'm talking about passing it off like it's your shit, and then you go to the comment section, you're like, wow, what a creative idea. I want to fucking anyway. So,
but if you announce it, you got to announce it.
Yes, there's ways to do it, but like only as tribute, and that's it. Anyway,
Fair.
Biggest advice I can give for social media in general is you have to enjoy the process. So like you're never gonna social media. You can get lucky, but like generally speaking, it takes incredible consistency of just good quality things. So like everything you post has to be valuable in some way. It's got to like just be educational or entertaining or inspiring, but you got to be the man to do it. Really just educational or entertaining. You have to have some value in there. So you can't just post me, look at me shit. You have to post shit that's fucking valuable. And then you have to do that consistently for a long time for the best chance to finally go viral or like fucking have something pop off or just slowly build a following organically without having a viral thing. Like my YouTube, like I never went viral on YouTube. I just posted so many fucking shits that like eventually just like slowly builds. And I've never had a huge jump on YouTube, right? Where like I've had huge jumps other places. So like it just takes that consistency, and you're never going to be consistent doing it unless you're enjoying the process, enjoying making the video, enjoying coming up with ideas, getting that little giddy feeling inside, like, oh my God, I think this video is going to be so fun. You know what I mean? All that shit. And I hope you can still hear me because my fucking screensaver just came on.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
You can hear me still?
Still,
all right, I'm just going to go then.
Yeah.
My bad. But like, I love every process of just editing, coming up with the ideas, like giggling about this, whatever. Like,
yeah, now you froze.
Did I? All right, hold on. But yeah, so you may get views in the short term ripping someone off, but you're never gonna, you know what I mean? Like the DJ gods are always watching. Come up with your own shit, be creative in your own way, and that's it. If there's parallel thinking, that's one thing, but. There's plenty of people that rip me off all the time, and it's just like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I put it out there. I expect to get ripped off by somebody, but like in general, you're not going to succeed that way. You got to like figure out a way to be creative yourself. And if you can't do it, then this ain't for you, and like find something else you're better at. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of people will fake it till they make it. And like, it's not like you'll only get so far, and you're not going to have full respect. You know what I mean? Like you got to have, I don't know. I don't, there's a lot of people I won't stand by because of that, so
totally.
It's like our segment videos. We're ripping everybody off with these segment videos. The super unique custom segment videos.
The goal of this podcast and the goal of the podcast was to take some of the seriousness out of DJ podcasts and not be so serious all the time and have fun and have conversation and then use these stupid videos to
loosen you up,
break it all up. Yeah.
And that's what it's all about.
All right, we got two last things. We got you can rant or we got the sauce. I know you got to go, but those are the two things. So you can rant. It could be a 1-minute rant, but the sauce is a must. The sauce is basically, what would you tell your younger self? What would you wish you did different? What are your plans for the future?
Or any advice for younger DJs. And we got a video, so we'll roll. We can roll and
Fuse
go into that.
Fuse will re-say that. I'm going to edit all this part out. Fuse will re-ask that. I'm just telling you what you would like to do.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll do the sauce.
All right. Okay. Cool. So we got this video here. We call it the sauce. We're gonna roll it, and then we'll come back and talk a little recipe.
The name is Bootsy, baby. And this shout out goes out to Drew and Fuse, all the way from Cincinnati to the LBC Bobble. Yeah, I was told you guys are quite the chefs, and you got a delicious sauce that you cooked up. Ooh, and it drips that swagoo and breaks down the recipe. Yeah, and you giving up the pig, cause it's funky. As in good, that is. Finger funkin' good. On the one by the power of the one. Yeah, without that, there is none. So get yours and be in tune with the one that loves you. Get it, baby.
All right, there's Bootsy. We need you to break down the recipe. Tell us about the sauce. Tell us some advice you'd give your younger self, something maybe you wish you'd done different, maybe any advice to younger DJs out there.
Shouts to Bootsy. The GOAT.
Shouts to Bootsy.
I don't know. The best advice I can give the younger DJs is that, like, you're in charge of like whatever you want to do with your life. Like, you could do anything is possible. We have technology now. Like, the internet is here. Like, anybody, anywhere could like change their lives by like putting the right content out or just like being passionate about what they do, whatever the fuck you do in general. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you go all in and like, really like, manifest it and want it, like you can make anything happen. Like and I only say that because like I, was told like most of my life that like DJing wasn't a real job and all that shit. And you know what I mean? Like, and I went to college for no reason. And like, I had a lot of different, like, I was trying to like make it work, like do like what I thought I was supposed to do. And, everything just led back to DJing. And, when I thought I could only make this much DJing weddings or whatever, you figure out a way to fucking, I don't know. There's always a fucking way, don't, chase it, fucking chase it. That's it. I mean, that's the biggest advice I can give, just fucking chase it. And when you put out content, make sure it doesn't suck.
Love it.
Love it.
Well, there you had it. That's our sauce. That's our wrap. I'd say hit us with all your social medias, but I guarantee they've already know who you are. But yes, hit us with your social medias.
At DJ Nick Spinelli, Spinelli. Yeah, all that.
Question. I don't know if you already answered this before, but the Spinelli is just like, it's kind of a genius. Like I know it is your real last name, but it is kind of like one of the most amazing like last names if you really like pick it apart.
Thanks.
For a DJ,
it works out, right?
Spinelli, like come on, it's amazing.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's my stage name because of that. A lot of people are like, "Is that your real name?" Da, da, da. Do you know what it means in Italian?
I don't.
No.
DJ?
To smoke a joint. I swear to God. Look it up.
That's crazy. Well,
I can't tell you how many little old Italian men came up to me and went, "You know what your last name means? A Spinelli or a Spinello? Spinello's if you got one joint, Spinelli if you got multiple joints, plural."
So tight.
I believe in fate, by the way. So
no, great name, dude. We're huge fans, giant fans. Honestly,
same. I love your podcast. You guys are lunatics.
I bet you a long time ago we hit it off. Like you're the real deal, dude. I mean, I don't know. I super vouch for you. I think you're the real deal. I think you really mean it, and you're genuine, and you're a fucking punk, man. And that's what we respect about that. Daft's punk.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
He's
so
a punk,
much.
man. Like, watch his videos if you guys aren't already doing it. Thank you so much for being on.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it. And we'll see you with your dollar coins in Atlantic City.
I will see you there. I'll be there.
Get those Sacagaweas, man.
Hey, and two, can you help us curate that commemorative Digital Dave playlist?
I'll fucking send a bunch of suggestions, bro. I'll go back on the texts. I got receipts. I got receipts of him busting my balls.
Oh yeah,
I got you.
We are putting out the Digital Dave anti-Digital Dave playlist is coming out soon, right? I think it needs to come out at the exact same time as this, so that we just drop it.
Yeah,
and in the description, Digital Dave says, "Don't play these songs because they suck." And that's it. And just leave it.
Dude, what's funny is like we'll have somebody random come up to us like, "Dude, I was on your Spotify, and you know what playlist really I played at my party that got everybody jumping? It was the songs Digital Dave doesn't play playlist."
Man, did that work? It's unbelievable.
It'll be hilarious. So,
all right, well, we're still recording. Let's close it out. All
right,
it's Digital Dave.
He's actually DJing my wedding. I love the guy. So
yeah. I love Dave.
He's the
too.
man.
Dude, I love Dave as well.
All right. Until next time, this is a wrap on today. Nick, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate you so much.
I love
Big
you guys.
Shout
Thank
out.
you so much.
Love you.
See you guys later.